Here's my audience. All right. Thank you. Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of vaccinating your children and yourselves, and I'm also going to talk to you about how we need to stop the anti-vaccination movement. So, according to the World Health Organization, in 2016 alone, 1 in 10 infants were not vaccinated. That doesn't sound like a whole lot, but that means globally 12.9 million children were not vaccinated in 2016 alone. This means that roughly 13 million infants were released into the communities, and that's 13 million more ways for your children to contract diseases, whether they are vaccinated or not. It's a very dangerous statistic. That's a lot of people running around with diseases that you don't want your children to contract. Another statement issued by the World Health Organization says that yearly immunizations prevent 2 to 3 million deaths. That's a lot of deaths. That's millions of deaths per year that get prevented just by simply taking a 5-minute trip to the doctor's office to get vaccinated. So it's very, very important to vaccinate yourselves and your children to help add to this number of people saved. So your kids are already vaccinated, you say, so this issue does not affect you. Well, if you think that, then you're wrong. The more people that are vaccinated in the community is better, because the unvaccinated people can come into the community and spread diseases, and even though your children or you are vaccinated, vaccines do not completely prevent you from contracting diseases. They only prevent you about 80% of contracting diseases. So the more people with diseases in your community, the higher chance it is for you to contract a disease. Now this is where the idea of community immunity comes into effect. So herd immunity is the idea that the more people in a location that are vaccinated, the harder it is for diseases to penetrate these areas and infect the vaccinated people and also the unvaccinated people. Now, herd immunity is incredibly important, specifically for people with diseases such like cancer, or people that are just seriously ill or have immune system deficiencies that cannot take vaccinations due to their medical issues. Since these people cannot take medical vaccinations, they are a lot more prone to catch these diseases. So with herd immunity, the more people that are vaccinated near them in the area, the less likely their chance of contracting a possibly deadly disease. So it's important not only for yourself to get vaccinated, but it's important for others who are not able to get vaccinated. So why doesn't everyone vaccinate? It seems pretty simple. The concept seems pretty obvious that you should just vaccinate yourself and your kids. Well, a lot of people falsely believe that vaccinating infants can lead to ADD, ADHD, autism, mental disorders, and developmental issues. Now this is a false ideal, and several scientists, including Beverly Barlow and Nancy Sprague, who released an article called Vaccines and Health Hazards, and both of which have degrees in the medical and health fields. They both say that there is no scientific evidence backing the fact that vaccines can lead to autism or mental disorders. Also, if the scientific evidence does not impress you, just look at the history of it. Throughout the past couple hundred years in America, smallpox and polio took over the country and swept our nation with disease. And at smallpox's worst point, 1 in 3 people that contracted smallpox were dying. Now, with both of these diseases, the second a vaccine was introduced, both diseases completely were wiped off the face of the planet nearly, and brought down contractions ridiculously. So this historically proves that the vaccine nearly defeated these diseases 100%. So hopefully the scientific evidence and the history of vaccines can prove to you the necessity and importance of vaccinating yourselves and your children. Please don't neglect the safety of your families or your communities. Vaccinate. Thank you. Show my audience one more time. All right.